2022. You know what my most unreasonable purchase was this entire year? This Sith Lord robe. Honestly, it's not even a robe. It's actually a cardigan that I saw on an Instagram ad, and it looked like a Sith Lord robe, which attracted me to it. And then I saw it, and I saw the price point, and I don't even want to mention it because it was completely unnecessary. But I have not stopped wearing it since I've gotten it. I've worn it literally every single day as I edit, as I work, and it's been the most amazing thing ever. No regrets. Hello, Wolfpack. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. I hope you all are having a wonderful, wonderful set of festivities planned and lots of gaming to be done. I just wanted to hop in today to tell you about some games that I'm just super stoked to be playing over the next few days, over the next week or so. And it's going to be 5 games in total that I want to share with you right now. Starting off with number 1, Ahoy. So this one, as if you've seen my last unboxing, this one came in. It's all about asymmetric factions leader games. There are 4 of them, pirate themed game. I played this with Sam over Gen Con. It's super fun. Side note, Sam taught me the whole thing. I didn't read a page of the rulebook. I was actually editing some photos when he was teaching me this. So this is something that I cannot wait to finally dive deeper into. And this is the main game with sustenance during the holidays, and the other ones are very for fun. There's one more though, kind of just for me, just for solo gaming, but we'll get to that. So Ahoy, number 1. If you've played Ahoy, let me know what you all think about it. It's also nice that this comes in at like 35-40 bucks, which is very uncommon for games nowadays. So I feel like Ahoy gonna be a really fun time to be had there. Okay, next one. Jackie's in the next room, so I hope she can't hear me. So we've been playing Aquatica nonstop lately, and it's the one game that she cannot beat me in. And let me tell you now, Jackie's like the best at board games. She beats me in every single game. Dwellings of Eldervale, okay? 27 games, I kid you not, 27 games. I've lost every single one of them. She's that good, okay? I kid you not. But for some reason, in Aquatica, I'm still whispering, in Aquatica, she just cannot, I don't know what it is. It's something about that game that she can't fully wrap her head around yet. And it's also something that I'm particularly good at. And I don't understand why either. I think it has to do with like being able to adapt to the card play and prioritizing a lot of the endgame achievements right away. In any game, if I drag any of it on, I guarantee you that is a 100% defeat for me. If I drag on any game for Jackie, she's gonna figure it out and just demolish me in whatever game that we play. In Aquatica, it's for me, I always prioritize the endgame achievements first, and I end it, I kid you not, in like 10 to 15 minutes. She gets so frustrated. It's really funny to watch. So with that said, Aquatica Cold Waters is something that I want to introduce into our games. I also just got an upgrade for Aquatica 2. You know how for like the purple stingrays, this one is like the general pool of tokens that you can unflip as you unlock them during the game. So for Aquatica, I actually got this. I'll do Meltdown when it comes in, but those purple stingrays actually have like a 3D model insert where you can just leave it when one side. So that way they're all kind of nicely OCD'd and facing one direction instead of you dumping the bag over and then flipping them over one by one on the table for every single setup. But Cold Waters has new locations. I'm kind of indifferent about that because I feel like the locations in the base game are fine. But there is a tribe module, and I can't wait to explore that a little more to add some more fun to the gameplay. But honestly, the Aquatica, the base game as it is perfect. It's honestly one of my top 10 games of all time, if not top 5, maybe even top 3. Okay, now next one, number 3, Ready, Set, Bet. This one, so Bonds was the first one who introduced me to this game, and I was super excited to see how this game played out in several different occasions that we've hung out. And in particular, in Fire and Ice, when we had this watch party, a lot of my family and friends were over, and when we watched it, everyone asked about the initial game that we all played together. So they all want to really play Ready, Set, Bet, and I think this is a perfect fit for them too, because I feel like this isn't particularly categorized as a party game, but it is a game that a lot of people can enjoy, and there's so much fun and excitement around it, especially as you're rolling the dice. It's a concept that everyone can get right away. The theme is amazing, and it's very full of anxiety-driven turns. So Ready, Set, Bet, that's gonna be probably like the biggest highlights during the next week or so. Next up, Captain Sonar. You saw me unbox it yesterday. We're gonna be playing this for sure. We have a set team of 8 people, and they are one of the most rowdiest group. They are like my closest gaming group, and we are so obnoxious. Hopefully we don't wake up the neighbors too much. So Captain Sonar, talked about it during the mail time yesterday. This is absolutely gonna get played with 8 players. It's gonna be so freaking wild. I can't wait to play this one. And I have one final game to tell you about, which has been sitting right here. So if you probably recognize this board by now, but this is, let me get the box. I mentioned this was going to be like the game for me during solo time, and that game is Frosthaven. So I have a little bit to tell you about this game. Frosthaven, I've spent one entire night setting up and preparing for this game. And let me actually bring it to the table so you can see. But yeah, Frosthaven. So the first night I spent setting up this entire game, literally spent an entire night setting up the whole game. Second night, I spent going through like the first half of the rulebook, and this rulebook is thick. You know, it's honestly not as bad as I thought it'd be, because there's also like a section book and a scenario book. I feel like it's roughly the same as Oathsworn, so that's not too bad. But the mechanics are pretty heavy. Like the Frosthaven manual gives you like a whole vomit of information, and it's not really organized as linearly. Long story short, I've been struggling with it. So if you have any tips on diving into the Frosthaven world and how to learn this game and to get through the scenarios, please let me know. I'm actually just on scenario 0 trying to figure out how combat works. But luckily too, Paul Grogan from Gaming Rules just released an official tutorial, and that video has come in clutch. So Paul, thanks for releasing that epic tutorial. It's been super helpful learning this way easier than trying to absorb all the information that the manual is giving. But Frosthaven, this one's gonna be for me. It's gonna be for me to enjoy for now until I get going with this, and then I can introduce this to my Oathsworn group. So it'd be exciting to also see what they think about Oathsworn versus Frosthaven. That video is coming in 2023. But anyways, I hope you all have a fantastic holiday. Let me know what games you opened under the Christmas tree, and I'll see you all on the next one.